Churchill Chronicles. Audiobook number 1. Churchill, Tenders and Couplers. Written by Hayden W. There once was a railway that climbed up a hill all the way to a large station. It was called the Churchill Heritage Railway, and it was somewhere in Wales. Its tracks were so narrow, being around 1 foot wide, and it had 10 stations. There were 3 tiny engines on the little railway: Wilfred, number 1, Rosslyn, number 2, and Churchill, number 3. Wilfred and Rosslyn were named after the manager of the railway, Bertram Gilherm's 2 children, while Churchill was named after the railway. They were all emerald green with buttermilk lining. Wilfred had 6 wheels, Rosslyn had 8, and Churchill had 6 with a 6-wheeled tender. Wilfred and Rosslyn were great friends, but never really talked to Churchill. He arrived on the railway a day ago. He likes to talk to his tender, pretending it was his old best friend. Tomorrow, Churchill was to take a passenger train up the hill. It was his first time going up the hill and doing this kind of work in general. The sun came up and shone brightly. Churchill was tired. He was up all night thinking about this. He was anxious, very anxious. Churchill asked his driver, "Driver, may I please not do this today? You know that I've never done passenger work before." His driver replied with, "Sorry, boy. You know that I'm not in charge of the schedule. The manager is." Churchill just went and buffered up to the carriages at the first station, known as Detrow, and started pulling them. He hasn't pulled anything in years. "Come on, you," he said eagerly. "Come on." He pulled and tugged and pulled so hard that his tender coupling got kind of loose and shaky. When he puffed past the second station, Dibwis, Churchill started to hear clanking noises. It was his tender. "Driver, I feel as if something's loose," said Churchill. His driver just replied with, "Oh, Churchill, you're just so anxious about this train we're pulling right now. Nothing's loose." There was a hill before the hill that led to the top station. It was called Bryn Bertram. It was right after the 3rd station. When Churchill started going up the grade, he started slowing down. The hill wasn't as big as the other one, but it was hard for him to go up it. The tender coupler got looser and looser, and then, snap! The tender and coaches started to trundle down the hill at a rapid pace. "You see, driver, I told you that something was wrong," said Churchill angrily. Churchill heard an engine puffing up. It was Wilfred. "Don't worry, I got this. I shall save your passengers," said Wilfred in the distance. Wilfred, just about to risk his own buffers, collided behind the brake coach heroically. Nobody was hurt. The brake coach had minor scrapes and scratches alongside Wilfred, but Churchill's tender, it was gone. It just mysteriously disappeared. No one knew what happened to it. Rosslyn came and took the train up the hill, while Wilfred shunted Churchill to the engine works. He left him there in the works siding. The manager came up. "Look, Churchill, nothing was your fault. It was no one's fault," said the manager. "But as for your tender, I'll be giving you a new special tender." The manager walked to a siding that had a 6-wheeled object under a tarpaulin. He grabbed the tarp and yanked it. Churchill gasped in awe. It was a steam-powered tender. "This, my friend, is a steam-powered Pulteney tender. It has side rods and is, well, powered by steam," said the manager smartly. He was waiting for Churchill's reaction. "Sir, I love this thing. I am so very glad you do, Churchill." After the tender got fitted on him, he rode out the works to see Rosalind and Wilfred waiting for him on the sidings. "So," said Rosalind, "how's the tender, mate?" "It is awesome," said Churchill. "Glad to hear that," said Wilfred with his new shiny brass buffers. Now, Churchill, Rosalind, and Wilfred are all great friends. They work together peacefully on their railway.